Leo. I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to your April 2024 monthly tarot reading. This is where we're going to look at the astrological energies that we are working with during the month of April. Now, please remember, Leo, that all of this information doesn't necessarily mean that you'll experience it, but it is the energies that we are all working with, okay? April is one of the most dynamic months of the entire year of 2024. That's because we start off the month already in eclipse season. Remember, March 25th, we did have that lunar eclipse in Libra on March 25th. Then we start off April already in Mercury retrograde in the sign of Aries. Then we have that huge total solar eclipse in the sign of Aries on April 8th. And then if that's not enough energy, by the time we get to the 20th of April, we will have that huge conjunction between Jupiter and Uranus, both in Taurus. So Leo, that is a lot of energy. So we're going to get right into it. Take a look at the description box below for all the important dates, okay? I do want to thank each and every one of you all, Leo, for your likes, subscribes, and comments. Thanks for giving my videos a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, I would love if you would hit that notification button to know when I upload new content, which is usually every single day, okay? All right, Leo, let's get right into it. You start off the first week with Aquarius energy, the Star card in reverse, as well as the Page of Swords. The second week of April, you do have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, as well as the Death card, Scorpionic energy there. Third week of April finds you with the Ten of Swords in the reverse, as well as the Four of Wands, also in reverse. Last week of April, you do have the Five of Cups, as well as the Emperor. That is that Aries energy. So already some big energies here. I can already see here with that Emperor card, Aries, Scorpionic energy, Aquarius energy. So you can already see much of the fixed energy coming in. We won't attach a conclusion quite yet. Let's go ahead and continue to pull all of our cards. Now, in March, Leo, where is it that you were dealing with energy possibly around that Libra full moon? Was there information that came out? Let's go ahead and ask Spirit to give you a card representing the month of March. This will be the energy that you are bringing into April. You have the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is asking you, where is it that you have possibly had some emotional connections to other people, or you've been trying to get more of a kind of like a grounding or feeling of how can I move forward more emotionally grounded to the people that are in my life, to possibly people in the I keep hearing kind of like medical field. I'm not quite sure, but if any of you all are in the medical field, I hear like some people are trying to connect more with their patients or connect more with their loved ones. There is some kind of feeling like you haven't been able to have this great connection. And obviously that's very specific, but I did hear that as I was saying, loved ones, but also the King of Cups could be dealing with a fellow Scorpio, Piscean, or Cancerian. So if any of you all have connections to those, I do think there's somebody in your life that's been trying to connect to you, but you have felt like they're kind of at a loss. I do think that full moon eclipse in Libra could have brought up some type of relationship questions for you as well in that regard. So just know that is energy you are bringing into the month of April. Now let's go ahead and pull an oracle card for you. Spirit, if you can send Leo oracle messages for the month of April. and you have protection, guardian, drop your shields. So very interesting that it says drop your shields. And I'm saying that because the shield energy, I'm already thinking Aries. I'm already thinking Mars and all of that almost like combative energy that Mars tends to bring. That scorpionic energy and that Aries energy are both in your reading, with you being also a fixed sign, Leo. Really pay attention to throughout the month of April if you are feeling like you're very defensive, or if you feel like people are coming at you, or if you feel like in conversation you're like building up your walls. This card is saying you have protection around you. Don't feel like you're having to always be like on guard. And that drop your shield is like, let your defenses down, let people be able to talk. I do think that Mercury retrograding in Aries throughout the entire month is going to be something that is going to be a little bit of tension for many. And I do think, Leo, just watch your tongue, watch your words, and don't always feel like you have to be in this defensive mode. Okay, so keep that in your kind of back of your mind throughout April. Okay. All right, Leo, so let's go ahead and look at your cards overall. So one thing that I'm already noticing is that you all have like this theme of like endings, feeling like you are feeling sorry for yourself. I'm saying that because that Five of Pentacles and that Five of Cups. But then you have this really strong energy with the fixed energy with the Aquarius, the Star card, the Death card with Scorpio, and then a lot of Mars energy with that Aries, Emperor, and the Death card. And then you have some type of endings here with the Ten of Swords. So Leo, before we go week by week, I want to tell you that this is going to be a very dynamic month of new energy movement, but I also think you're going to have to come back within and figure out where is it that you can build yourself up without tearing others down. Okay, I think that's going to be really crucial. Remember that drop your shield oracle card, very fitting throughout your reading. Okay, so let's go week by week through the month of April and see what other messages Spirit has for you. Okay, so the first week of April, we do have Mercury stationing retrograde in Aries on April 1st. And then on the 4th, the Sun conjuncts the North Node in Aries, and then Venus enters Aries. During this week, this Aquarius star card in reverse is suggesting that you have a lot of good ideas, Leo, but I feel like you're coming to the table, possibly meeting with a group of people. This could be at work, your family. There's somewhere where you're feeling like the group dynamic isn't necessarily going to accept maybe your point of view, and you're kind of getting a little defensive. That Page of Swords is suggesting some new information comes in, that you're trying to make sure you get your point across. But like I said, make sure you are receiving the information as people are intending, as opposed to putting your own spin on it, okay? Really listen to the information that is coming in from friends, family. Just make sure you're staying more in that Aquarius, wanting to have everybody come together energy, okay? Now, by the time we get into the second week of April, this is that big week with the eclipse, okay? So second week of April, we have that total solar eclipse. New moon in Aries on the 8th. Sun is conjunct Chiron on that same day. 2 days later, on the 10th, we will have Mars conjunct Saturn. So really huge week, right? That Mars energy is really talking to you here with that Death card. Remember, Scorpionic energy is needing to let go of what is no longer useful, making sure that you are transforming through this period of time. I feel like that Five of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you all could have had some money issues in the past, or possibly they come up throughout the month of April. I do feel like some of you are feeling like, you know what, I should be making more money, or I can't believe I didn't get that raise, or it's kind of like that negative kind of self-doubt conversations that you're having with yourself, it's time to let your guard down, let your shields down, and really get rid of that negative thinking so that you can welcome in prosperity. I do feel like prosperity is on the way, Leo. It's just your mindset has to shift before you will see the opportunities. Okay, so keep that in mind throughout eclipse season and into May. Once you get to that third week of April, you have the Ten of Swords and the Four of Wands both in reverse. During this time, we have the Sun entering Taurus, which is a fellow fixed sign with you all. And then we have that Uranus conjunct Jupiter in Taurus on the 20th, the very next day. So remember that fixed energy with all that Taurus energy. You all are a Leo. There's all of this kind of concentrated effort around where you don't want to change. You're very fixed in your ideas. This Ten of Swords is suggesting you won't let something end. This and that Four of Wands could suggest you and a partner possibly being at odds or not seeing eye to eye, okay? Really pay attention, because I think that week could be the kickoff of some really benefic news that could change this whole dynamic. You could hear about a money opportunity. You all could get a refund that you weren't expecting. There's something here with a partner that you started off thinking, okay, this is really like not great. You know, we heard we owe more on our mortgage, but then you get a refund that kind of counterbalances that unfortunate news. Okay, so just keep that in mind around that conjunction between Jupiter and Uranus. You end the month with the Emperor in the upright and the Five of Cups. Now, I want to tell you that last week of the month, this is when Mercury retrograde ends in Aries. So you might start hearing some news back from the beginning of the month when you were trying to like get your point across to the group. We also have Venus entering Taurus on the 29th, and then Mars enters Aries on the 30th. I do think that that Mars energy, Leo, is going to really help you be more persuasive, but you're going to have to get out of your head in order to do it. And I do think that that Five of Cups is like you're paying attention or you're worrying more about things that you can't change rather than what you can. So in the month of April, I'm going to need you to use that Mars energy for the good and not the evil. Okay, that's a really big note during this month. So I really think if you can get past all of your guard being up and being defensive, I think there's a lot of good coming out of this month, Leo. I do think the challenge for you and all the fixed signs is going to be you have all this Mars energy with the Aries energy. There is a full moon in Scorpio as well here on April 23rd. So just really pay attention to how if you're being really rigid in conversation, make sure you open up and let others talk. Maybe bite your lip a little bit. I think that will help you throughout the whole month. And by the time you get into May, I think things will smooth out. All right, Leo, I hope this was helpful. Do take a look at your sun, moon, and rising signs in this video series. And I hope you all have a great April. Talk to you later.